This evening, I'm gonna be going through everything I got while I was in Lewisburg. I did 5 antique malls. Honestly, I didn't get that much stuff the last time I was in Lewisburg. I like cleaned house. So it's not as much as it was last time, but I still found some really great stuff. So last time I was in Lewisburg, I left a head vase and everyone commented like, why did you leave that? And I was like, I know. It was a hobbyist one. Now this one is USA Ceramics. I can't remember the maker off the top of my head, but I like this one way better and it was about the same price. This one I paid $13 for. She's in like great condition. I wholeheartedly expected to find a giant hairline when I picked her up, but all her paint's there, and these usually sell for about $34 in good condition for me, so I did all right on that one. I picked these little rubber Cupid dolls up from time to time. I just think they're so fun. They usually sell pretty quick. I don't sell them for that much. This one I usually sell for like 12 bucks. I paid $4 for it. It's been a while since I had it. $4, I was like, okay, I can't really argue with that. And then after that, I found its miniature mate next to it. Now this one I only paid $1.50 for. So I was like, I can't really ignore that price tag. So it won't sell for much, probably like $8 or $9, honestly. But at $1.50, I figured I'd better pick it up, especially because it wasn't all scuffed up. It's in pretty great condition. I've been hitting the Holt Howard jackpot in Lewisburg recently. Now, these Holt Howard mouse shakers, unfortunately, do not have their noisemakers. A lot of them don't, and if they do, they don't work. However, the mice themselves were in pretty good condition, and I don't see this set that often, and they were only $10, so I picked it up, and I was like, you know what? Might as well. The paint's all there, and, you know, they're not all chipped up. So what if the noisemakers aren't there? They're in relatively good condition. They have the remnants of their original Holt Howard sticker, and I mean, look at their little faces. Who could resist? All right, well, everybody loves a good pink elephant, and this pink elephant set, I'd actually only ever seen it in a piggy bank. I think I saw a planter version of it too. I'd never seen the salt and pepper shakers. If I did, I'm sure I have actually. Now that I said it, I definitely have. They're just usually overpriced and expensive, so I don't pay much mind to them. But this set was only $2, and they were in pretty good condition. They got some, like, you know, the residual dust in the spaghetti trim as usual. But normally the flowers are all chipped up, and these ones weren't, so I was surprised to find them for $2 only. Next, I went to the consignment barn, and now I know the ongoing joke is I'm not a horse person. I say that like every time I pick up a horse thing. However, I'm a big sucker for fuzzy ceramics and ceramics on chains. This horse here, I paid $6 for it. Now, I did detach it because I'm moving it around, and it had so many ponies on it that it was honestly just kind of hard to handle without detaching it. I'm gonna have to reassemble this at some point, but I just don't feel like taking the chain on and off again. It was pretty on there. It's in really good condition. I really thought that the legs would be all repaired or something. And even all the little ponies have their fur, which is rare. I mean, normally it's like the larger one has fur and the smaller ones don't. This set was like in perfect condition. So for $6, I definitely scooped it up. I've seen it before, but usually just with like half the amount. This is a lot of ponies going on here. This is probably one of my favorite things I've found. This Napco fuzzy ceramic Santa Claus bank. The fuzzy ceramic Santa is definitely harder to find, and it's got a little bottle brush tree, which is so cute. I only paid $15 for it. I've had the planter before. I've never had the bank. Again, the red paint is in pretty good condition. It's got a little spot here. Normally, it's like they're almost all white because the red paint's so worn. So this was a huge steal at $15. I believe the last version I had of this sold for $45, and it had significant paint loss. Speaking of Holt Howard jackpots, oh, I still have the tag on this one. Now, this set was $6. It does have some paint loss, but it's about to be Christmas time, and it's Holt Howard, so even with a little bit of paint loss, their faces are still pretty intact. For $6, it was a safe bet. I grabbed them. This set in pristine condition usually goes for pretty decent money. I want to say the last pair I sold that was in perfect condition sold for $46, $47. I sold some last year that had a little bit of paint loss for $30. This one's a little bit more faded, so they probably won't be as much, but for $6, it was definitely a quick flip. And more Christmas. Now, I'm obsessed with this little posable pixie doll, and her face is in pristine condition, which is pretty hard to find. I don't usually see this little girl with this tinsely trim. Now, I only paid $5 for her. I'm gonna go ahead and throw her in my live sale I'm doing with Yvonne. If she doesn't sell, because I'm not gonna give her away because she's pretty spectacular, then I will throw her on Etsy, but chances are she's probably gonna go because she's the best. Here's a really unique set. I've had this set once before in pink. I've found the actual glass set before, just not with the Jesus and Mary. Now, the pink set I had did have the Jesus and Mary. They were in pristine condition. They sold really quick for, I believe, $25. These I paid $5 for. I actually found a set later in the day, but the Jesus and Mary weren't in great condition, which is kind of the biggest appeal to these. Now, this set I only paid $2 for, and I love that like baby blue, dusty powder color, and the Jesus and Mary are in great condition. The tops have a little bit of wear on them, but the glass itself and the reverse painting and such is in great condition. So huge steal on these. Super excited about this. Now, this I found at Street of Shops, and when I tell you what I paid for it, you will not believe it. Hold on, I just dropped the receipt. I paid a whopping $2.40, and look at the vinyl bow. Oh my gosh, so stinking cute. And unfortunately, this is gonna go in the live sale. Don't worry, there's plenty more Christmas where that came from, but I just love this giant reindeer. It is too cute. Now, this is another thing that's gonna go in the live sale that may or may not sell, honestly, because another thing I will not give away. These television snow globe 2-in-1 salt and pepper shaker sets are really hard to find, especially in this good condition. And it's Christmas themed. Look at that little snowman. It's just so cute. Here, you can shake it up and it's got snow in it. Yeah, so I paid up for this one. I paid $12. The last couple I had that were in decent condition that were not Christmas themed sold for $17 and $18. I probably won't make that much off of it, but it's such a hard to find item. I felt confident scooping it up at that price. These are another set that's kind of hard to find in good condition. I feel like I normally see the plastic version, which is made in Hong Kong. These are the ceramic versions that came before, and they were made in Japan. They are designed by Holt Howard, and normally when you do find them out in the wild, they're usually overpriced or have paint loss or both. These I paid $8 for, and I'm pretty sure they'll just go quickly. Speaking of salt and pepper shakers, I also got this fabulous Napco set. Again, I could not believe how good the paint was. Now, I'd never actually seen these before. I usually see it in a planter version or a piggy bank version where it's like head has the lock on it and it's got the padlock. These I paid $8 happily for because of the condition. I couldn't believe it. And yeah, definitely a harder to find set. They won't sell for like top dollar, but they'll probably go quick just because they are so unique and in such great condition. I've been getting lucky in these craft booths recently. Yes, craft booths. They've had random antiques in there, or vintage, I should say. Now, this Left in Nurse, I found in a craft booth, and it was only $2, and it's in like perfect condition. Normally, when I do see these Left in Nurses, they're the bisque material, which are newer than these ones. So I was really excited to find this one with the glaze. I normally don't pick up the bisque ones. I find that they do not sell as well, and a lot of the times the newsprint and the wear and stuff like that, they're really easy to get scuffed up. 4th of July stuff is super hard to find. I was so lucky. I got so excited when I found these. These, I paid, what did I pay for these? Yeah, I paid $7 for these. Now, they have a little bit of paint loss, but again, They are Lefton and they're super hard to find. I've actually never seen this set in person before. I will have to look them up. They got a little bit of paint loss on the red stripes. I mean, red paint loss is so common. There's something about the red, I feel like. Something about the pigment. Red always has issues. However, for $7, I definitely scooped them up. 4th of July is definitely one of the harder to find holidays. And super stoked to find them for under $10. And the last thing I found were these pink Holt Howard Monkey Salt and Pepper Shakers. These I paid $8 for, and they are so fun. I'm obsessed. Now, a lot of the times you see this style and they're missing the Holt Howard sticker. I was lucky enough to get a couple pairs like it, so I was familiar with the style. They are a little bit newer than like their Christmas stuff, which is how they originally got started, designing Christmas ceramics. That's what they're best known for. But either way, Holt Howard and pink kitschy monkeys with daisies, I could not resist. So all in all, I spent $113 on my shopping trip, which is absolutely nothing. I got super lucky and I had a lot of fun. And now I am going to go list this stuff and I will see you guys in the morning.